What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the third episode of the Not About Us podcast. Your boy,
let's go.
Kalib, aka Money Custom. We got my boy here to the left of me,
Jayden.
Mr.
My name is
Jayden
Jayden.
Waka. And bro, you want to introduce the guest today, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
let's go.
We are so happy to introduce a very good friend of ours, someone that has, benefited our careers so much.
Straight up.
My career, the most. And we're so happy to have him here. He's a Babblish educator. He's a 4B educator, and we want to give a warm welcome to Jono Goodwin, Mr. Tapered Out.
Mr. Tapered Out, Jono Goodwin. Let's go. Let's
Let's go. Nah, it's so good to be here with you boys. I got a lot of love for you guys, and I love seeing what you guys are doing. But yeah, man, keen as to be here. Let's go.
I just want to hear how sexy your voice is.
My
bro.
voice is very deep.
Let's
what?
go. Nah, bro. I think Jayden said it perfectly in the intro, bro. You know, you've played a detrimental role in both of our careers, bro. Obviously, Jayden more so than myself. In obviously his early years, you've watched him grow the most out of obviously both him and myself. But honestly, G, yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule. We know you got kids, and obviously, you got to get home to them. But we want to just thank you for taking the time to come and have a chat with us, bro.
Bro, more than happy to chat with you guys. I think we chat a lot, so it was good, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Most of you don't know, I got into barbering, and Jono trained me, and pretty much I say got me where I am now. And I know he's had a big impact on you as well, man.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And I think that's a really good segue to get things get the ball rolling a bit, bro. But I think that one thing that you've spoken to me the most about in my career, and I guess both of our careers so far, is you've always made us question our legacy, bro, and the legacy that we leave, the impact that we leave on the industry. And I feel like I've taken that heaps from you, bro, with legacy. And I just want to know, like, obviously seeing Jayden and myself, and obviously the thousands of other apprentices that you have across the country, with being the national educator for TGs, bro. How does that make you feel, bro? You know, seeing all these people, gravitate to you and take your learning and your teachings, bro.
Well, man, I think that the most important thing would be to go back to, I think apprentice-wise, Jayden was the first apprentice that we had at Tommy Gunn's Carindale as a school base. So I remember Jayden came in and he was suspended from school, and I was like, yo, this guy's suspended from school, let's give him a job.
Let's go.
But I think for me, I always look at it as like barbering can save lives, man. Like there's so many young people that we've had in the shop and across all shops that if they didn't get involved with barbering, I think that their life
would have been crazy different.
Crazy different. Yeah. I know one of the boys, his story was he was homeless for 2 years. Yeah. Like, his life went bad, and we got him into the shop. He was actually one of Jay's clients, and now he's a barber. Yeah, he's a full-time barber. He's doing really well. And, man, seeing the lives like that we can transform through barbering is amazing. Yeah. But one thing I always think about is, when you're teaching someone to cut hair, I wouldn't just want to, and this is a legacy thing, I wouldn't want to teach somebody to cut hair and then they're a shit bloke. Yeah. I think that it's more than just taking on an apprentice and teaching them how to cut hair well. It's teaching them how to be a man. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I think you're so awesome at that, bro. Yeah, I know, because me, like, we'll get apprentices into the store, and that's something that you've always taught me, from day one, making sure that they're not only sweeping or whatever, they're turning up, wearing the right uniform, wearing everything, like making sure that they're a good person, making sure that, when a senior barber's talking to them, man, like just teaching them, you got to earn your stripes, you got to make sure that you're respecting.
Yeah, and I think in that journey, in that process that you do, bro, you're not just caring about them, you're caring about their mental and emotional well-being, bro. And you're really trying to, we spoke about it with Simon the other night, that you're really trying to break, I don't even know if I can say that, G, because Simon's episode is a little bit later. But if you guys don't know, I'll just put it out there. So this whole week, we've been shooting back-to-back potties every day. And the way we've structured the episodes is everyone's everywhere. So Jono comes out a little bit before Simon, but yes, we got the man himself coming out. I just completely spoiled it, but I won't let you guys know what episode it is. But gee, yeah, we're talking
Stay tuned.
We were talking to Simon about it the other day, and just breaking that systemic cycle of what a lot of islanders, bro, a lot of New Zealanders get caught in that rut, bro. That systemic cycle of get feeded by the government feeds you, it houses you, and all this. And they get lazy, bro. Nobody really wants to do the hard yards.
And I would say that problem stems from like fatherlessness.
Yeah.
And I was really lucky to have a good dad, but I know that there's a lot of young men out there that don't have good dads. And bro, I'm not saying that I'm trying to be frigging people's dads because that's weird. But bro, if I can just like mentor someone, if I can help them, and like I know that I look back on the dude that taught me how to cut hair, or he didn't teach me from the start, but he really like refined my hair cutting, and his name's Carlos Bishop, the man. But bro, I remember, you know, he taught me work ethic, like showing up on time, because he would freaking grill me if I was late, you know. And I think these days, without getting too deep on it, but like there's so many kids that grow up without a dad, and a dad figure or a mentor figure is somebody that will go, hey bro, like out of love, you know what I mean? Give them a little clap.
Up,
and I think that it's really important because, you know, if we want to see barbering evolve and we want to see, you know, young men become, you know, young boys become men, we've got to be there for more than just cutting hair.
Yeah.
You know? And is that something that you, obviously, you know, you spoke about the person that taught you, bro. Like, is that something, like, what were some of the stuff he did, bro, that you know, you take now, and like, is that kind of shaped you for like what you do now?
100%,
like,
bro. He was like, not the hardest on me, but he was still pretty hard on me. And I think that that's good, bro, because pressure builds diamonds, baby.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I said that in another podcast, man.
And that's one big thing that I've always been big on. Like, you know, a lot of people these days, they expect you to like coddle them and love them, and like you know, bro, you need to know when you've done the wrong thing. Like if you've stuffed up a haircut, if you've been late, if you haven't shown up on time, which I think they're key principles for success. If you haven't had somebody to, you know, help you guide you through those things, then you're never going to be able to succeed. You know?
And you know, you've obviously taught us a lot of lessons, and that. But that's one thing that I'm still trying to learn as well. Like, you know, it's cool, you know, to, you know, cuddle them and be like, yeah, no, you're doing good. But then, you know, there's also a time where you have to say like, bro, you know, in a good way, give them that criticism,
constructive criticism,
concrusted, bro. I reckon concrusted,
the crust of the
crustable.
For me personally, that comes from like a few years ago. I remember listening to I think it was like a Kendrick Lamar YouTube thing, and he was saying like basically be the person you needed when you were younger. And I think like as a young man, I think that I needed a little bit of structure, and especially as a teenager, like most of the boys that we get in the shop, they come in school-based, about 15, 16 years old, no direction in life at all. And, you know, just giving them direction, giving them goals to work towards. Because like as men and as, you know, young men, I think without goals, bro, you're not going to get anywhere. And I think I liken it to if I was to jump in my car and I knew the destination that I wanted to get to, but I hadn't entered the destination on my GPS, I would just drive around in circles. I might eventually get to the place that I want to get to, but I might take the long route. And I think if you can put those coordinates, put those processes and systems in, young people will go from point A to point B a lot faster.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. And I think that even circling back with like that mentorship and the father role that you've played in a lot of people, bro, I feel like, you know, that reflects in how you are as a dad, bro. Because I know today you were showing me a video of, you know, you took a video of Cuts by Greenie G, and obviously he was saying that as he watches Greenie, bro. And like I would just in my mind, bro, and in my heart, bro, it made my heart so full for you, G, because I feel like, you know, you're so present and there with your kids and your family, bro. And I know that you preach a lot about, you know, making sure when you're home, you're 100% home. And, you know, obviously balance is irrelevant. But you know, I think you do that so well, bro. And, you know, obviously you preach, obviously, you know, the gospel and God and Jesus Christ and stuff as well, man. I feel like that just rounds you off, bro, as a guy and as just a man and a mentor. And I think it makes it so relatable to you, bro. It makes you so relatable to, you know, young people, man, because you are that rock, bro, for a lot of people, G, straight up. Man. But obviously, you know, leading into more of the educational side of things too, G, you know, Babblers, G. Babblers, for Barbers, G.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I know that a lot of people may not realize how much of a detrimental role you've actually played in the foundations and the growth of 4B, bro. And I just want you to touch on that a little bit, G.
Yo, man, like, bro, that's cool. I remember being like, when Fraser came out with 4 Barbers, we were actually at CT Barber Expo, and Fraser's like, man, I'm thinking about like, I'm going to start a new education company. I don't know what to call it. And we're walking around, and bro, I literally go to him, gee, you should call it 4 barbers, bro. And then we're both like, that's it, man, that's it. But I think it's literally everything we do, man, from supply to teaching apprentices to, you know, upskilling qualified barbers. It's all for barbers.
For barbers,
it's all for lifting up our community and lifting up the, you know, the level that barbering is at in Australia. And I think leading on to that, like, there's a lot of people that want to be barbers and stuff like that. And I think that it's important, if you are a young person and you're listening to this podcast, if you want to be a barber, go get an apprenticeship, man. Do it right. And I'm not saying that if you are a barber, if you cut hair, that you're not a barber because you didn't do an apprenticeship, or, you know, that you need to get like 100% qualified. There's some great barbers out there that learn on YouTube. But all I'm saying is, if you want to be good at something, you got to put in work. You know what I mean? Like, don't just straight away go, I'm a barber.
And I think with the new age social media stuff, a lot of people are actually forgetting that barbering's a fucking trade, bro. Like, it's a trade. You're, when you start, you're a fucking apprentice. So you don't start walking in up here. You start down here, and you have to work your way through the social ladder of a barbershop. And through that, you earn respect. You learn the culture, and you learn what it means to be a fucking barber straight up,
That's
bro.
it.
Man. And it was funny, you know, your examples, bro. You know, I don't mess with someone and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a masseuse now, guys.
You know, bro. I don't pick up a hammer and I'm a fucking trainee, bro.
That's what I was saying.
So a few months ago, I posted like a story, and I was talking about how these days, like, the trade of barbering is like sort of not valued as much as it should be. Because I think if we want to level up our industry, we got to value our trade, right? It's so important. Because, like, for instance, you know, if you were to paint your nails, you're not a nail technician. If you were to build a fence at home, you are not a builder. And if you were to cook a feed at home, that does not make you a chef. And I think as barbers, it's really important that people realize that you can't just jump in, grab a pair of clippers, and I'm a barber. No, you're not, bro. You got to put in the work. You know, bro, whether it be you are learning from YouTube or you're learning from TikTok, but don't just jump on it and go straight away, I'm a barber. I actually looked up the dictionary definition of what a barber is.
Tell us,
man.
Tell us.
Yeah, tell us.
The dictionary definition of a barber is somebody that cuts hair for a living.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's for a living. That's like for
if that's your
living.
occupation,
that's your occupation.
then that's what you are, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's super important. But I think, you know, just valuing that trade and making sure that people are, you know, doing the right thing, you know, learning
and sorry, G, I didn't mean to freaking cut you off, but
that's okay.
We were talking to Mr. Fraser about that the other day, bro, and how it's that thing. Even Mark and Matt said it as well when we both had a chat with them, but they were just talking about that, you know, making sure we keep the industry, like the culture of the industry, as what it is, you know, you know, it's changing so much, but I feel as though it's a positive, and it also can be somewhat of a negative in a sense where, like you said, if people are just picking up the tools and saying, I'm a barber, it's like, well, bro, you can cut hair, but you may not necessarily, you know, you got to go do the hard things, you got to do the hard yards and all that. Go put in the work. And when you do that, I think that you will gain so much more opportunity as well, like opportunities that, you know, Jayden and myself have with NAU and all this, you know, educational stuff that we do now would have never happened if we cut in our fucking garage, G, like straight up. Like, but you know, you do have young kids out there now that are grinding, and they have that grind and that mentality of social media that they can fully do it, but they're not limiting themselves to just being in the garage. They're out there networking, going to hair fest, going to all these 4B Barber Expo and all these events. And I think that, like what you're saying, do the work, but if you're not willing to put it in, at least put yourself out there to go and walk up to someone at a fucking expo and be like, oh, that's Tapered Out. I know that he's with you know, Babyless AUNZ. I'm going to walk up to him, shake his hand so he fucking knows me. You know what I mean? And I feel like social media is prohibiting people from doing that now, especially with COVID. A lot of these young generations have become so in themselves, bro. They don't know how to sort of socialize and communicate to people. And I feel like exactly what you're saying, G. They think that they want to do something hard and fast and they want to get what they want now. But they got to put the fucking work in, man, straight up.
And I think even, you know, yourselves, you probably get message from people going, or, you know, even in the shop, people like, I want to be an educator.
Bro,
it's like, man, like, bro, sweep the floor first. G, you know, learn how to clean the mirrors properly, because you know you can't run before you you can't run before you walk, bro.
Yeah, straight up, bro. You would even going off that, bro. Like you have young kids coming in. You know, when we're hiring them at a shop, it's like, oh yeah, I want to get paid $1,700 a week, and it's like, how long have you been barbering? Oh, 2 months in my garage, and it's like, bro, like. It's cool that you value yourself that high, G, but you got to understand that it's a structure, it's a system, and you got to go through the hard yards in order to really appreciate what you get on the other side of things.
Yeah, and I think that even looking at it from like a business point of view, if you want to be paid X amount, then you have to be able to make that amount, you know, or, you know, triple the amount, double the amount.
Yeah.
You can't do one haircut an hour and go, I'm worth $50 an hour, because realistically, you're not, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
I think it's really important.
Yeah, G. So even if going off all that now, G, how has education impacted your career, bro? And what has that opened the doors up for you, bro? What has that done for you, G?
This topic,
bro. So I think the coolest thing is I got into education like a while ago, man. Like I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. I went over to Scoredom, which is a real traditional barbershop in the Netherlands. And bro, I learned so much of like classic barbering and that traditional barbering. And then I came back here and I was posting haircuts because, bro, it like literally changed the way that I cut hair.
Yeah.
So then I started posting all like pompadours and flat tops and all these like old school haircuts. And then people were messaging me and being like, hey, how do you do that? And I was sitting there all the time, like messaging people. So what you have to do is go to the recession and part it and blah, 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 blah. And I just got sick of it. So one day I just said, I put on my Instagram, I was like, if I did an education class, would anyone be keen to come?
Yeah.
And then I did my first education class at the Moustachery, which is a shop in Brisbane somewhere. Shout out to you guys.
Memories.
Yeah, shout out to the Moustachery.
And that was my first like open class. I'd done like little like look and learns at barbershops. Like they'd be like, can you come show my staff how to cut hair? And I'd come in and show them that. But yeah, I did my own little show, man, and it was pretty cool. Jayden actually helped me out.
I ran the door. I ran the door,
man. And
day one, man. Day one.
That's it. And I think at that time, bro, I think I was charging like, I did a look and learn. It was like $70, and there was like 20 people there, bro. And I was like, what the heck, bro?
That was such a cool class, man.
Yeah. And literally just did 3 haircuts, broke them down. And yeah, bro, it was a vibe.
Yeah, bro. After this, I just want to say, because I think from me, bro, I think everyone knows, and someone said it, I think, Leno said it before this, bro, your character, bro, and the way, you know, just you, bro, is like, you know, way different to everyone else, bro. Bro. You know, everyone loves you. I think from that, man, like you telling me now, bro, that like, you know, going to school and all that was like your first sort of education. I think my dyslexia is going to kind of need it, you know, I'm going to have to work through it. But back then, man, like I think I see you the same now as you were back then, bro. You held yourself, even though you are saying that was your first time educating, bro. Back then, I thought you were like a mean educator, bro. I didn't even realize that was your first time, educating or whatever. I remember one time it was funny as, bro. I look back at it now. You were teaching me how to like do the beard trim and shave, bro. Blood. It was so funny, bro. But like, it's still then, bro. Like you held yourself, and you know the way that you are, bro. Like I thought, like, you know, this guy knew it all, man. Yeah, but like, hearing that it was your first time educating, it blows my mind. But it's crazy the way you hold yourself.
And I think that one thing is like, bro, far out. I don't know any other way to articulate it other than the Bible, but in the Bible there's King David, and before he was the king, he and before he killed Goliath, far out, random tangent, but we're on it. He actually killed a bear and he killed a lion, right? And then, bro, he gets to Goliath or whatever, and then everyone's like, Goliath, he's so tough. And then Saul goes to him. Saul's like, he's like, I'll have a crack, bro. I got this guy. And Saul goes like, how the heck are you at 14 years old gonna kill Goliath? Yeah. But bro, he goes to correct me if I'm wrong, bro, but he goes to Saul, he goes, man, I've already killed a lion, I've already killed a bear, like who is this guy? You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they want to get into education, but have you taught apprentices? Have you upskilled hairdressers in your shop that you work in? Have you helped people? You know what I mean? Because if you don't do these steps, then how are you ever going to be able to get on a stage and teach people? Bro, because there's a lot of people that go, I want to be in education. Bro, If you went on stage in front of 200, 300, 400, 500 people, bro, I'm telling you right now, if you haven't done the preparation,
bro,
you're gonna freeze up there.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, like yesterday, man, you know, like we were talking about like, you know, like education, you know, day rates and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, bro, I want to be that $1,000 day, bro. Fraser says, you know, everyone's gonna teach a class. I'm sitting there like this, bro, like. Oh fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and bro, it proves you're right. Like once you get to those stages, bro, you know, it's a whole different game, bro. It's a whole different mindset you have to be in.
bro. And I remember the first time I met you, bro, and we had a chat, and it was actually the first day I started working for you at TG's, and I remember you took me out and you said, "What do you want, bro? What do you want? Like, what do you want in your career? Where do you see yourself?" And I said that, "Oh, well, I want to be, you know, a head barber. I want to be a manager, and I want to be, you know, an educator. I want to step into the education scene." I remember, like, vividly, there was a point in time where you kind of just said to me straight up, "Bro, you're not ready, bro." Like, and it wasn't your ego or you being cocky. It was the fact that, gee, straight up, you needed to shut me down and say, "Nah, gee, you're not fucking ready, bro. Like, you need to do this. You need to do X, Y, Z." Exactly what you always say before you do that. And I remember we went back to the shop. You printed out the 6-step. You sat there and said, "Bro, memorize this. And when you've actually had it memorized and you know how to go from step 1 to 6, I'll let you start training and doing stuff in the shop, bro." And then I did it, you know, and I put the work, like you said, you got to put the fucking work in, you know what I mean? And I feel like we said, we as educators, we get so many times where we come together at hair festivals and all that, where people come up to us and they're like, I want to educate for Barbershops or JRL. And then they start showing you haircuts and it's like, you grab the phone and you're like, "Bro, gee, that's not you, bro. That's a representation of you. But a haircut doesn't make a fucking educator, bro. It's who you are in general, bro. It's who you are as a person, your attitude, 100%. Your ethics, you know, your morals and stuff.
And that ties back to you, bro, being able to teach
that to people. And I know that you've fucking heavily influenced me in this guy, even with the education. Sorry, I know I'm fucking rambling, gee, you saying what you said before, I don't know if you realize this, G, but you fucking heavily influenced me as a barber, bro, and as an educator, G, because I came to you as a fucking nothing, G, straight up. I didn't have any knowledge of education. I didn't have any knowledge of hair, bro. And you've taken that knowledge and just fed me, and you fed that one seed, and it's just blossomed, G. And you know, I've taken so much inspiration from you as an educator, bro. That presence on stage, who you are as a person, bro.
Crazy, man.
It makes me have so much love for you, bro, straight up. And I know Jayden can attest for that as well.
And I think like, bro, I'm proud of you guys, man. Like sitting here with you guys, I'm like, these are my boys, bro.
Bro, 100%.
And I think as educators, as barbers, as you know, mentors, leaders, whatever you want to say, you know, whatever you are, bro, each one teach one, each one reach one. You know, each person, if we just grab one person, we go, "Bro, I'm going to take you up with me." What is that going to do to, one, our society, but two, our industry? You know what I mean? Like
100%.
And I you know, I don't want to dabble in it too much, but you know, there's been people that have brought, you know, people up with them, and it's just changed the whole game, man. It can change the whole game.
Even this week, bro, like all the fucking 4 barber educators in Australia together in one room. It's like the fucking Avengers assembling, bro. Like straight up,
let's go.
You know, and we're not just coming together. We're coming together and we're starting like people don't realize, G, like we're the relationships and the bonds and the connections that we've been creating over the past couple of days has just been absolutely insane. And I feel like we as a group are coming closer and closer together. And it's crazy, G. I think we've all been on that journey and we've all been a part of the journey pre-4 barbers, bro. We've seen what it was. We've seen what has happened. Sorry, what was that? Oh, it's out of memory, Jay.
Which one?
This one. Alrighties, thank you for the intermission.
Where were we?
We're gonna put a little intermission thing there because we've had some technical
What song do you want
but,
for the intermission?
Yeah. All I do is
cool.
Let's do that. Cool. We'll do like a
and then we'll put like a cat up there, bro.
Yeah.
We'll put that edit.
Yeah, sweet, bro. And we'll just keep this as candid stuff. Anyways, it's good to
Easy.
Just show the truth. I kind of forgot where we were on and where we were rambling on about, G. But I think essentially what we were saying is that you're just the fucking man, G. Straight up. And I think actually, you know what? I remember what I was saying, G. You know, us being obviously there before. You know, it makes me feel kind of a sense of being a sense of pride, bar, because you know I feel like I don't know, we've all watched each other in more ways than one grow, bro. Like, not just like, you know, obviously you watched us and then we've watched you through your, you know, your times with different teams and different education stuff. And I don't know, it's really cool to be sitting here now, G, you know, as a full barber and like, you know, it's fucking buzzy, G.
I remember like, you know, going back to legacy, I remember one day, we were talking in the shop and me and you and Jayden were like, bro, it's going to be buzzy one day when we all kill it. Like, we're all going to, bro, people will literally be like, bro, people will be like, damn, they all used to work in the same shop. You know what I mean? Bro, I don't think we're at that point yet, but we're getting there, bro.
We're getting there, man. We're definitely, bro. We're definitely a million miles forward.
I fucking forgot that.
Yeah, because I think you
that's making me want to tear up a little bit. So those of you who don't know, myself, Jayden, and Jono, we worked at Tommy Guns together for the past. You know, Jayden was an apprentice there. He's gone through his whole 5, 6, 7 years of being in the game. Jono, it was the first apprenticeship of Tommy Guns, and then I came in a little bit later. But I remember when we started to level up and we really had that hunger for that growth and stuff, we sat there together and we were like, you know what? One day our mission statement, our goal is to be that, you know, when we get into a room, people will never fucking believe that all three of us work together in the same shop.
And bro, I think that when it comes to, you know, your career, if you don't have like-minded individuals around you, bro, that want to grow, you're not going to grow.
Yeah, and even saying that, I feel like like-minded individuals attract like-minded individuals. Like if you're, and I don't mean to be, I don't know if this is going to throw too much clout.
I attracted Josh
but like, I don't want to be a, you know, and this isn't, you know, saying anything about anybody or saying anything about, you know, anyone as a person, but if you're a shit person, you're going to attract other shit people around you. You're going to live in fucking shit straight up. But if you're somebody that, you know, wants to grow, you know, has a purpose in life and really wants to see the best in others, not just yourself, you're going to attract those type of people as well. And it's just crazy, man. That's what a fucking crazy
on that, bro, I remember a few years, like when I was like young, man, I was like talking to my dad and I was like, Dad, man, my work sucks, bro. I hate my job. Like, I hate all the people I work with. And then my dad's like, oh, yeah. Then I was talking to my dad and I was like, oh, man, me and my wife, we keep fighting. It sucks. And then my dad looked at me and goes, bro, have you ever... No, he didn't say bro because he's an old Englishman. He's like, mate. He said, son, have you ever thought that maybe you're the problem?
Bro, and I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've taken away from you, G, is that you and Phrase, bro, shout out to Phrase for this one as well, but you always correct me when my attitude starts going in the wrong way, bro. And it's not like, I'm not somebody that will ever be fucking myself or cocky about myself, but it's more so that, like, I wear my heart on my sleeve all the time, and sometimes I become too stressed and too in the moment and stuff, and you always help me just to realize, bro, it's okay, G, like, let it go, G, like, don't let it fucking burden you,
that
man.
rock, bro. Like you said, rock.
Yeah,
bro. Like one thing I've been talking to a lot of people about lately is like, if you look at your lifespan, right? Like, this is your life. This is 80 years. This is 0. And like a lot of people at like 20 years old, they think that they need to be successful. They think they need to drive an AMG. They need to own 55 shops. Be making $500,000 a year. Bro, you're here.
Bro, you forget to live too, bro. These are like the main parts of your years, man.
100%. Like, bro, like even myself at 30 years old, I'm like, here. Bro, I still have like more than half my life left to live. And like, if I was to stress about things that I haven't done yet, bro, I'm going to live my life unhappy, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think like, bro, life, you got to have like half of you needs to be in a place where you're like looking forward to what you're going to achieve. But the other half needs to be just grateful for where you're at the moment.
100%.
Well, this is a perfect segue. I've been thinking this whole time because I know a big thing that I've learned from you, man, is goal setting, and you know, because I know that's something that you value heaps, man. Like, have you got any tips on you know, just like goal setting or things you do personally, bro?
Yeah, so bro, I'll tell you a little story. About 6 years ago, shout out to Amy
Ross.
You're the best. Amy Ross. We all love Amy.
Shout out to Amy.
But Amy, about 6 years ago, she took me out and she's like, Jono, like, I was like, bro, I was just being like silk, bro, like, man, I hate my life. And Amy was like, it's because you have no goals. And I was like, damn, I don't have goals, bro. And she gave me a book, bro, and she said, sit down and write your goals. And I wrote my goals out, and it was to make 65 grand a year, and it was to be sponsored by Babeless Pro, and it was to travel around Australia educating people how to cut hair.
Yeah, wow.
Bro, and this was like 6 years ago, and I remember like every time I would like cross one of those off my list, I'd be like, what the heck, bro? Because at the time that I wrote those goals, I was like, damn, bro, like, am I ever going to achieve that? And now that I've achieved those goals, obviously I'm grateful for where I'm at, but I'm always already looking forward to the future. But when it comes to goals, bro, like I did a business course when I was like fresh out of high school. Bro, like before barbering, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So my dad was like, you should study business. So I started studying business, and I remember they talked about SMART goals. So SMART goals are smart, simple, attainable, blah, blah,
yeah, I know what you mean.
But do your thing, bro. But like we get you, bro. Like we get what you're saying and stuff like that.
Wait.
Yeah, you gotta read them off.
SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. And I think that, you know, when you write down your goals, I remember, like write them down. Make sure that they're time, time.
I was gonna say, because your 3 goals, obviously, I know you probably didn't write down that, and then you just tick them off. You obviously you broke them down into those.
So like, okay, I want to earn this much. Okay, how am I going to earn this much? I'm going to do this, and this. And, I would break it down to 5-year goals. Like 5 years is a long time away. But like, let's go 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Because like, you don't want to just have a goal, because a goal without a roadmap or vision.
That's what you were saying. Yeah.
That's just a dream. And a lot of people have dreams, but a lot of people don't like achieve those dreams because they don't make goals. They don't actually like set goals, and they don't like move towards those things. So I think that's really important, man.
100%. Damn. That's so cool.
But like, even with goal setting, like a lot of people think that they have to write goals in their office, sitting at a desk. Bro, go buy a mad book, mad pen. Go sit next to the ocean. Go get into nature, and like, chill. Like think big, but also think little.
As a barber, bro, our minds are all over the place. We're ADHD, whatever. I like to do it as in like, making my vision boards, stuff like that. Because, bro, you've got, and it's kind of how I structure it is kind of based on that structure there. I got my main ones at the top, and then breaking it down into the 6 months, I just got pictures, bro. And I put a picture. Obviously it looks all over the place, but that's how my mind is, bro. You know what I mean? And as it comes down, I've got my 1 year goal, 5 year goals, whatever, and it comes down, and then the goals at the bottom are the ones that I'm trying to focus on, and I just work my way up.
And I think at a stage, these are all different stages of manifestation too, bro. Like if you put something out to the world and out to the universe, then eventually the universe is going to reward you straight up.
Bro, 100%. And like, even I'm big on like in the morning, the first thing I do is I jump up and like, bro, I'm not like a healthy person, but I do like breath work, I just like breathe. And then I think about what I'm grateful for. Like,
that's a big
bro, I remember listening to Gary Vee, and he said, you can't be grateful and sad. You can't be grateful and angry. You know what I mean? And I'll literally go and I'll think about all the things I'm grateful for, and then I'll think about the things that I want to achieve, right? Like the goals that I have. And bro, instead of just going, please, can you help me, Jesus? I'll literally be like, call it like praying, call it, what is it called? Breath work, whatever you want to call it. But bro, I'll literally be like, manifesting. I'll literally be like, thank you for this. Thank you for this. Thank you for this.
That's a big thing that I find too, bro, because a lot of people want to say, oh God, please, like, I really want this promotion. I really want this, this spot. Bro, you get that spot, and then they're just like, yo, man, I did this all myself. You know what I mean? There's no like thankfulness or gratefulness. You don't, and I like for myself, bro, I know I set the standard for myself is that when I pray and I do these things, I feel like it does come to me, and I get blessed with that. But then I make sure that after I'm doing that, I have the same amount of effort and energy into thanking, bro. Because you can't just be like, I want this, and then after just like, thank you.
Gratitude.
You know what I mean, I gotta make sure that I'm just like, thank you.
Gratitude is a crazy thing.
And even in the shop, man, like I remember, I used to work with this guy Saeed. Remember Saeed? And Saeed is the most positive person you'll ever meet.
So funny,
and
bro.
he's Persian,
Yeah, Persian.
And he's like sort of fresh, bro. And I remember one day I came into the shop and I was like super pissed off. And Saeed goes, my brother Jono, come here. And I was like, bro, nah, not today. And he goes, why are you angry for, Jono? You choose your own emotions. And I was like, what? And he goes, you need to go in the back room. You need to breathe. You need to be grateful for your life. And bro, when you know Saeed's story, bro, like you can't like listen to somebody that's like come from a war-torn country, bro, and he's telling you to be grateful. Bro, how are you not going to be grateful? You know what I mean? But another thing that keeps me grounded, keeps me grateful is knowing that like my mom comes from Samoa, man. Like I'm Samoan, and
shout out Samoa.
bro. 685, baby.
685, baby, let's go.
But my mum grew up in a house that didn't have walls.
Damn.
Yeah,
Bro,
wow.
like, bro, how am I not gonna be
That's a
grateful,
roof.
bro?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
legit. You know, it's called a fale.
Fale.
And bro, like, you know, they lived off the land, bro. Like, how am I not gonna
That's
be grateful
crazy,
for
bro.
having a car, having shoes,
Having,
bro?
yeah,
I
those
remember
small-
going
the
over
small
to,
things.
yeah, bro. I remember
Yeah.
going over to Samoa, bro, and like my little cousins didn't have shoes.
Yeah, wow.
Bro, how am I gonna wake up and be depressed?
Yeah, fuck, I've only got 7 shoes.
I only have 7 shoes, bro. Be grateful for what you
Yeah.
have, man, because like. There's other people out there, they're struggling proper, bro. Like
straight up,
even
bro.
Torres Strait Islands, New Zealand. I know that I've heard some of your stories, Jay. Like, bro, I know that me and Jayden will tell our apprentices like our family stories.
Yeah, bro. And then it's just quiet.
Bro, and they'll be like, my mum didn't let me get Uber Eats. And we're like, oh yeah, this one time, Jayden was telling the stories. Like, yeah, this one time my dad went to school camp and he had to take a moldy orange. And the apprentices are
starved
looking
all day.
Yeah, like, and then the apprentices are looking at us like, oh,
No, my dad locked me out of the fucking, you know, the
Yes,
granny flat,
folks.
the back of the granny flat house.
Crazy.
Oh, where do you live? Oh, just in a fucking 3, 5, 7-story mansion. Oh,
And-
jeez.
yeah,
Shout out to
bro.
our boy Ethan too, by the way. Bro.
We
We're
love
talking-
you.
We're talking about you, G.
I think you're grateful, bro. I think
Yeah, Ethan is grateful.
Ethan's the man, G. But we're just saying, G, that you know,
Yeah,
5 stories house, bro.
Yeah, and like, bro, yeah, I think that at the end of the day, if you could take one thing away from this conversation, I think it would be like write down goals, be grateful, and even value our trade, man. Value barbering, value what we do as a community.
And that's a good little segue to the last little topic, bro. Goals for next year, bro. Expo for Barbers 2K25 is coming along.
Yo.
We got some major educators coming internationally.
Oh, yo,
and stuff
if
like that. No.
If you're sitting there, and if you if you want a discount, guys, just go on the Expo website, put in Tapered Out 10, and there you go.
JVYDEN 10.
Look at this motherfucker right here
See,
plugging
bro?
himself in
See?
the
See?
Bro.
Nah, that's gangster.
It's
Anything,
funny.
bro.
Yeah, but anything else, bro? Like, are you looking forward to anything next year? Like, you got anything planned that you're doing? Like, you know, obviously, any international expos or anything like that? Or
Bro, I want to go to CT Barber Expo,
Yeah.
definitely. I'm looking for Expo.
I want to go with you, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah,
bro,
straight
if
up.
you save $100 a week for the next 7 months, bro, you can go there.
Straight
3K, easy. Let's go. And bro, like, you know, one other thing is like, if you have a scarcity mindset, like right now we go, oh, $100. Bro, a lot of people go, I can't afford $100. Instead of thinking like, I can't afford it, bro, how am I going to make an extra $100, bro?
100, bro.
You know what I mean?
I got to hustle for that, man. But
Bro,
gee,
hustle.
straight up, bro, we appreciate you so much for jumping on, man. And before we finish up, like always, we just want to show our gratitude and say how thankful we are for the Barber Academy for allowing us to use their space this
Thank
week.
you, guys.
Thank you guys
Shout
so
out
much.
Barber Academy.
Shout out Barber Academy. You guys are absolutely incredible. But yeah, shout out to this man right here, Mr. Tapered Out, Jono.
Tapered
Bro,
Out.
you're I'm so excited to see what the next few years have in store for all three of us, bro. But it's especially you, man. I'm
Word.
excited to watch you.
Bro, and like
do your
one thing, bro, I know I keep saying one thing, but bro, like, you know, if me and you and like, if me, I'm like a kid from the north side, bro, like,
Yeah.
I was like a little hood rat,
bro,
and you
yeah.
know, if I can achieve what I've achieved in barbering, then what's stopping you? Like, anyone can
yeah.
achieve this, you know.
Yeah.
All you got to
100%,
do
yeah.
is work hard and you know, uppercut yourself.
Straight up, that's the line, man. If you have a problem with that, go look at yourself in the mirror and uppercut yourself, man.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just